As the video game adaptation started to materialize back in the entertainment industry, while it's a history repeats itself moment, seeing the result is a hit or miss, the common blank statement that is widely trusted is that a good video game adaptation is the one that is faithful to the original source material. Which is an absolute nonsense because, hello, has anyone seen Five Nights at Freddy? I don't even have to make a comment, but that movie is basically a self-destruct button for the previous statement. Obviously, how to make a good video game adaptation is how you make a good story, how to set a plot and payoff, how to write characters we can invest in, how to make the story feel compact and consistent. So, with all that lesson in mind, another video game adaptation trailer has been released, and now is the beloved video game franchise praised by millions of people across the world. That is Minecraft. And from the looks of it, it is amazing. I was joking, obviously. One thing that people, including me, pointed out is that it drew parallel with the weird Sonic design. And for those who makes argument of it, this is just a dumb argument that can easily be shut off by the fact that the director of Minecraft himself have said that he will be avoiding the ugly Sonic situation, meaning he is aware of the uncanny valley. Now, if you don't know the uncanny valley, it is basically a spectrum where people can identify not how the CGI is bad, but how it is not visually appealing to the audience, mainly making them feel uncomfortable and disgust. And from what I'm seeing in the trailer, the creature design isn't that far off. In fact, they look more appealing. Even the cinematography that shows these people in like different environments of the game is actually pretty amazing. It felt big, it doesn't feel like one of those bad green screen effects. So that bit's done. Now there's a bigger problem, and I think we can all see it just from the thumbnail alone, like you don't have to watch the trailer. So it appears that the movie is going to involve live action humans in a live action world, but everything is blocky. Now, pixel art, which is the art of the game of Minecraft, indicates that the world is a game, like it is inside of a game and you played it like a game, like blocky, pixel art, just like Terraria. Simple concept. So if I'm correct, the story would likely that these humans comes from real life and they entered some sort of video game, which is how they ended up here. Now, if that's the case, if that is the story, then there's no problem. Sure, it's not a unique story, but it's not an indication that it's bad, if written properly. The problem comes from the fact that this world that you just showed worked just like the game. How to pick up blocks, how they float, how to create item, and all that stuff. So you're going to be consistent, and that's gonna be a lot of work through visual effects and other stuff, and you have to write an entire system to at least keep a track on how physics in Minecraft work. So how do you fix this? Well, here's an easy solution that I don't think people would agree on. It's just get rid of the cubes and pixels and the blocks and all of that stupid video game physics, because now you made the job easier. It's just live action humans in a live action world. Simple. But now you may think, wait, that means you just made a generic medieval fantasy world. How is that any different from The Lord of the Rings or Narnia or The Witcher or recent Assassin's Creed games I forgot existed? Well, here's the thing. There's mascot. And no, I'm not just talking about Creeper that even got featured on the title card itself. Minecraft has probably the most amount of iconic mascots of monsters easily recognizable because of their design. I mean, you have zombies, skeleton, spider, cave spider, jockey, slime, enderman, and a whole lot of lists of fucking hell. There is so many since the cave update. But yeah, you get the idea. But now you might think, there's another problem, and god, we're already at second page, like this video shouldn't be this long. So now, how do you make these monsters and other creatures not pixelated? Well, these monsters were based off of real life folklore. I mean, the game's original environment, the grass block, was supposedly based off of Sweden, and even the original soundtrack itself is titled Sweden. So, problem solved. Anyway, enough rambling. I just thought that it would have been so cool if the Minecraft movie is just live action through and through. I mean, think of all the amazing possibilities from the marketing standpoint. But obviously, that is just the complex equation. The simple one is just makes it animated, like story mode, for example. So now we've discussed that the whole Big Bang Theory of Evolution manifesto. What's my thought on the Minecraft movie trailer? Well, it is good visually. The CGI background are photorealistic, which is great and nailed perfectly with the actors, and the creatures, I've said it again, were just amazing to look at. The CGI team definitely nailed it. Some of the practical sets looked better than I thought with the mix of the CGI background. So yeah, the only problem is that I'm just not happy with how it turned out. It would have been better if they just went full live action without all the cubes and just see all of these monsters with their true form. It would have been cooler, you gotta admit. My final message is that I will never endorse any type of harassment or bullying, but just to let you know, the reason why we got the good live action Sonic design is because you guys cyberbullied the living shit out of the studio to the point that Tim Miller himself panicked and had to scratch the monstrosity.
Jeff is an animator, and I hired him right out of college. When he attacked the design problem, he's thinking of it as an animator. He's thinking, I gotta have a character who can look like he got a pair of shoes from a kid's bedroom. I have to have hands that can open up doors and pick up human objects. So he does it, and of course, mayhem ensued. So then I go over to Jeff, and I said, here's what you need to do. You need to go out and you need to say, I f***ed up to the fans. You need to say, mea culpa, I hear you, we will fix this. And Jeff said, already did it. He didn't wait for the corporate machine to get around to putting out a message, which I feel like would have been the totally wrong thing to do. He just did it.
So again, I'm saying we shouldn't go to the path of the dark side of the force to make a change, but that happened so we could learn a lesson, or them, whatever it may be. So yeah, I just thought I need to talk about this because Minecraft is an integral part of my childhood. Okay, how many times do I have to say this? I feel like every time I talk about the big franchise like Transformers or Star Wars, I always said like, oh, this X is a part of my childhood. It is so nonsensical. But Minecraft is generally the most influential to me. I mean, when I was in my early teen, 90% of the media I consume is just Minecraft. I played nothing other than Minecraft. I talk nothing other than Minecraft. I am that brain dead, and as much as I hate myself back then, it was the most popular franchise. It was so popular that it cannot even have a movie until now. Sure, the movie has been in development for years, but the fact that the production has been perfected right at this moment, okay, is nuts. So yeah, I didn't really growing up on FNAF, but Minecraft, I'm like the number one drug addict after his fifth rehab. Anyway, if you have some actual thoughts regarding my comment or the trailer itself, feel free to leave it in the comment section. Like, I really want to know, like, do you really deeply hate the trailer? And if so, why? Like, please tell us in the comment section, I want to know. Also, if you want to support the channel, then feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.
Who are you?
Okay.
This guy is such a tool bag.